Temos as finais, primeiro no florete masculino, o Schembri das Ilhas Virgens Americanas enfrentando o Nickolas Rusadze dos Estados Unidos. Vai lá, Steve.
Yes, with the referee Alejandra of Chile. Schembri starting strong on the attack. Quick attack. Coming forward, making the first point. 1-0 for Schembri.
He asked you waiting to the match. I ask for you.
I think we can expect a tight match here. We can expect, you know, lots of attacks, lots of beats going forward. You know, what? Not a lot of off-target hits I don't think we'll see here because these are two very precise fencers, very strong fencers. See, they use the strip very well. So we're going to see a lot of back and forth action, 14 meters of play, and lots of tactical actions. Counterattacks, attacks, beats, parries. These guys know how to... They fence very well. They know how to do it. Counterattack on the back line there, right before going off strip.
Yeah, this match have a microphone too.
Right, so since this is the only match going on right now, and it is the final, it is a match where the referee wears a microphone so that the sound of the referee is projected in the whole venue. It's not something we see very often, but we do see it in special events like this, where it is a finals of a zonal championship. Referee Alejandra gives that right call for the attack.
The name referee. Destaque, né, para o público brasileiro, a Alejandra, a árbitra chilena, usando o microfone, se comunicando, portanto, com todo o ginásio.
Exactly, so it really makes it that much more special to be on that podium piece in the final. This is what they do at World Championships, what they do at Olympic Games, World Championships, juniors and seniors. So this is really a preparation competition for these gentlemen that are getting ready to go to World Championships. We just saw Lee Hee was telling us that she's getting ready to go to World Championships to represent her country, the United States of America, in Saudi Arabia, coming up in a couple of weeks.
Muito importante essa comunicação da arbitragem com todo o ginásio, num nível desse tamanho de campeonato, como o Campeonato Pan-Americano. Muito bacana essa organização do torneio, dessa comunicação da Alejandra, árbitra chilena, com todo o ginásio.
So we see here Nickolas Rusadze is just straightening his blade a little bit to make sure that it respects the rules of the blade before he starts. Yeah, so what's really important with, you know, bending metal is making sure that it's hot enough. So that's why we see fencers use their feet to rub it and make it hot enough so that it's malleable enough so it doesn't break. Because a number of times I've seen that as a referee, is fencers go and try to bend their blade and it breaks right away because they didn't heat it up before.
In Brazil, this is so expensive.
Yeah, it's getting more and more expensive everywhere in the world. You know, especially the blades we have here. These are miraging steel blades. They're FIE grade blades, so they're a special grade that makes them more lasting, more bendy. But you know, we gotta be we gotta take really good care of these blades.
The material is iron.
That's a really good question. There's it's an alloy. So there, I believe that there's some steel, aluminum. I'm not gonna go too far. That's a material rules question. I feel like as a referee I should know, but I think that's a really good question of what kind of metal is used. I'll definitely have to research that.
Então, o que falamos aqui que é realmente o Steve falou que é uma mistura de materiais realmente e não sabe
Isso em relação ao florete.
Isso em relação ao florete, né? Que é uma mistura de materiais, que pode ser aço, pode ser alumínio, é uma mistura de materiais que são usados, um blending de materiais para que é uma construção. Por isso que a gente aquece com o pé.
Remise here by Nickolas Rusadze on the counter repost. Really fast fencing we're seeing here.
10-18.
10-8. Quick attack with a flash off target.
10-8 Schembri pra cima do Rusadze.
Oh, Schembri puts up a beautiful point in line. Rusadze didn't take the blade. That's what happens. Point gets on target. That is the touch.
You see Rusadze just waiting, coming. Show to Sabri is just waiting, coming.
Yeah, so Schembri puts up his foil, gives a chance to Rusadze to take the blade, and that's why this is such a powerful tactical action, because if a fencer is able to put it up before the other attack starts, and the other fencer goes too fast or doesn't take the blade, the point in line will have the priority.
Então tá aí a explicação do Steve sobre o posicionamento na side sobre esse ataque. Steve, the Alejandra say to Ale in French.
Yeah, so the actual rules state that all refereeing is done in French, actually, because over 100 years ago, the Italians and French came together and wrote the rule book, right? So they founded the FIE and wrote rules that could be applied to all fencing all around. And it was decided at that moment that French would be the official language of the sport. So that's why, even though we're here in South America, we hear French. Well, yeah, that's because.
A gente conversando com o Steve, ele comentando para a torcida brasileira que está aqui acompanhando com a gente sobre a origem da palavra ale, que vem do francês, isso porque é a origem, é o lugar de origem, é a língua oficial da esgrima por conta dos antepassados. Lembrando que a esgrima é um esporte tradicionalíssimo, é um esporte que está desde dos primeiros jogos olímpicos, a esgrima. E claro, a humanidade, desde muitos e muitos anos, há milênios até, pratica a esgrima de alguma maneira. E ela veio, claro, se desenvolvendo como esporte. E o alê é por conta dos antepassados, né, do esporte. O francês é a língua oficial do esporte.
Yeah, absolutely. So there has been fencing documented all over the world, right? From saber in Poland and Hungary to longsword in the British courts, in France, in Italy, really all around Europe and all around the world. So when you know, it became illegal to duel with swords, we still wanted to preserve the beautiful art of fencing. And that's when the sport really came into play. And actually, fencing is an Olympic sport since the first time, since the first Olympic Games in 1896.
Schembri.
So referee Alejandra is going back to video to see how we're gonna call this touch. Schembri did celebrate this touch. He does think it is his point.
Well, we have a...
It's a simultaneous action. They're gonna have to try again and convince us why they think they should win this match. Referee calls attack from left.
Schembri a ponto do título e tá no VAR. Tá no árbitro de vídeo.
So they're going back to video to see. He had one challenge remaining.
Yeah, another moment Steve say have a player have 2 times to call to video.
Exactly, 2 calls, 2 challenges only, and they could keep it as long as it's kept. So right now, Rusadze could keep his video because he did challenge it, and the referee made a change. Therefore, he's allowed to call it once more in case he wants to.
Oh, your video safety is not lose to...
Exactly. If referee decides to change their decision, referee, the video call is maintained.
Ele comentou agora aqui que por mais que o vídeo seja aceito, quando o vídeo é aceito, ele não perde o vídeo. Ele continua com 2 chances de pedir o vídeo.
There you go. 1 light for Kruz Schembri. 15-13. They need to come back and salute.
E é isso aí, temos grande...
And that's a win for the Virgin Islands. Congratulations, Kruz Schembri.
Não, agora vamos lá.
Schembri é o grande campeão do Florete. Vamos à entrevista já com o Schembri. Kruz.